welcome back to TitanReach. I've been doing a lot of this. A lot of this. A lot of this. And a lot of this. Mining, forging, metallurgy. It's been a whole thing. I started off by making 500 steel ingots. And that was enough to get forging to 41, which was my goal. Unfortunately, the metallurgy experience for making steel was a lot less. So it only got me to level 38. So I had to go back and mine even more things. And since I was strictly going for metallurgy experience, iron was a lot faster. So I ended up making quite a few iron ingots. Then all those ingots are now arrowheads. We will see that in a second. Through my mining 1,000 coal, we ended up getting 2 sapphires, which is just enough. So we can start making ourselves new gear. We also needed the metallurgy for the amulet. So 1 sapphire ring. 1 sapphire amulet. Okay. So, for comparison, our current jewelry is 15 and 20 armor. This one is 25 and 30. Very good. Buffs on buffs. Now over here at the anvil, we can make pretty much everything gloves and up. So we'll make some gloves. We'll make the sword, even though we're probably not going to need it. Some boots. A helmet. Legs. Greatsword. Chest. I got us to 42. How nice. How fun. And the rest will just make some arrowheads. Not that we don't already have a lot of these, but they're still pretty much the best thing to make, so. Okay. We can upgrade to steel armor. Let's see how this looks. $24 armor on the gloves, up from 16. 45 on the boots, up from 30. 24 on the legs, up from 16. 30 on the helmet, up from 20. And 36 on the chest, up from 24. Oh, look how fancy. Very fancy. If this is how good steel armor looks, I'm excited to see what they come up with higher level stuff, since steel is only the level 20 set. It's looking pretty nice. Got like an eagle or something on the front there. Very shiny. Now let's compare the weapons. We already saw that the steel dagger wasn't better, but that seems to be the case with every metal. That the dagger is not as good as the previous greatsword. Not too surprised about that. I'm gonna still hold on to my rubies for now, but I don't need these in our bank. Iron greatsword. So, iron greatsword 50, 1.2. Steel sword, 45, 1. That's slightly better. And I guess we can check out what the steel sword looks like. Looks like that. But then, steel greatsword, 75, 1.2. Pretty good. Doesn't have as much ornamentation like the banding there. Looks pretty clean. Hand still doesn't connect to the sword quite right, but that's fine. It's a work in progress. Stormic pickaxe. Arrowheads. And speaking of arrowheads, this is where we're at now. We have the 1270 copper, 7190 iron, and 4880 steel. So, yeah. If we want to make these, we're going to need so many arrow shafts and feathers. But it's possible. I don't think we need any of these. If we end up running into a problem where we end up losing our sapphire jewelry, we got all these rubies left. So that won't be a problem. Got some iron ore in here too. Might want to use that for something. I think we can safely sell off all our iron stuff. This amulet of defense. It's got 30 armor. Compared to ours that has 30 armor. Does it do something besides that? I guess it costs 10,000 coins, but it's got the same amount of armor. I don't know. Maybe it has a super fancy special ability that's not telling me about. Anyways, let's make a little bit of money selling all of our stuff we don't need. $700 coins. Bear skin. It's interesting how much armor the boots give. So we look here. 30, 36, 24, 24, 25, 30, 45. I don't think boots typically give more armor than chest plates. I guess a lot of things attack your feet in this game, so you want better boots. That's fine. 5,000 coins. Not even close to enough to get things we need. Or are gonna want. We got some value here in these arrows. So that should be okay. I'm gonna go do a trip of making the defense potions at the mushroom spot. Just to see how I feel about it. Buying the mushrooms here might be quicker, but it just kind of feels awkward. And the mining, metallurgy, and foraging to get up to 40 is all that we did between episodes. I was gonna do some like fishing or something, but that took a while to mine 1,500 ores and then a whole bunch more ores to get metallurgy up 2 more levels. So there is that. You can make the Was it Cobalt or something sword? It's a higher level. What's a sword? So, if the pattern continues, that sword that you can buy for thousands and thousands of coins worth of having to purchase the ores since they're not in the game yet, you could probably get away with that being slightly better than the two-hander. Alright, where are these mushrooms? They're around here somewhere. Could check the map. Probably be a good idea. You saying mushrooms, rabbit? Got some foxes. And foxes only drop coins. Nothing to get too excited about there. It's nearby the bridge, I thought. Might be remembering incorrectly. That wouldn't be surprising. It's a little close to town. It's probably further. I see a fire in the distance. Or no, that might be a leaf. That's a leaf. Those are the bears, though. That's where they live. This map's still dawn. Not useful. I mean, it's not down, it's more not a thing yet. It's more towards the beach. Might be over on that bridge. It's gonna head that way. And it seems like rolling is slightly faster. Okay, there's some wolves here. What do I feel about this? I guess it depends if I can climb up that water. That's worth checking out. If I can swim up the waterfall, we're actually fairly close, well, similar distance to town here. It's a possibility. Let's see. You can swim up the water. Amazing. Shortcuts. That might be a quicker wolf spot then. And possibly a quicker coal spot too. Don't mind us. Just swimming down. As you do. Interesting. Is this where they were? Yellow mushrooms. And this is why we use the map. Oh. There it is. There's a yellow mushroom right here. So I don't know if trying to swim up the waterfall would be faster. It's more fun though, so I can work with that. Survival seems to be a skill you just kind of get doing a whole bunch of different stuff. Picking the mushrooms here. Making arrows. If we get enough feathers and arrow shafts together, we can just spam ourselves out some crazy XP. It's probably something we're going to do eventually. We got all the arrowheads, might as well make use of them. I don't know if this is quicker than trying to buy the mushrooms in town, but it's free, so there's that. Get some more alchemy XP, and a little bit of survival XP too. I think this was the last potion that uses mushrooms, though. So after this, we're going to need to get something else. Of course, alchemy is one of the things that are very much work in progress still, so potentially being completely redesigned. Whether or not you'll even need mushrooms anymore, who knows? Or you might need mushrooms and other things. Or maybe not. We will see. Moving forward. You probably just put whatever you want into a potion. It's magic. You can do whatever. Does the potion require arrow shafts? Who knows? It's magic. Don't think about it. Okay. This will be enough to get 32 alchemy? Possibly. Right. 27 unfinished defense potions. And there's no jumping or rolling in the water. That's okay. I'm swimming in full steel armor and a steel greatsword, so I really can't expect much more than that. Just need to head up here, make the potions. And then we can try out how wolves feel now, with all of these upgrades. Use the cauldron, defense potions. And I would like to make 3 of them, but really 27. This many potions should hold me over for quite a while. The defense boost is going to be pretty significant. If it's the same as the other ones and gives +7, that's a pretty big improvement to your defense, since we're only level 20 still. Hey, 32 alchemy. Don't get range of potions till 40 though, so it's a work in progress. I think alchemy and survival are the 2 skills that have really high level stuff right now. Which everything else is like, I guess fishing that has like 50, this is like 60. You can make a fairly high level bow as the top thing in survival. It's a pile of raw chicken. That happens. Just minding your own business. Stumbling over piles of raw chicken. Standard. Just a normal day. Okay. So we're going to want the attack, strength, defense, regeneration potion, and some food. Let's see how we can do. Let's test out these other wolves over here. Speed roll. Yeah. Don't know if jumping's faster. There's some willow trees. Alright. Let's get the perch on the bar. Attack potion. Strength potion. You need to move your mouse off of things when it switches around in space in your inventory. Well, that was a very strong hit there. They still do a little damage. There just might be too few wolves here. Let's see. Yeah, it's okay for now. If we can, like, two-hit them and only get one attack in, that's pretty much fine. As we get higher level, we'll more consistently be able to do that too, so. Regeneration potion. And we got a dexterity level, so we need another attack dose. Eat a fish. Yeah, we could probably make do without any fish here. Save ourselves some inventory space. Alright, and then heading back. We go up the waterfall, I guess. I wish there was a way to decant potions. If there isn't, I haven't figured it out. I mean, I tried to use and it drank the potion, so. Deposit a few perch. If the wolves typically only get one attack in, that's fine. That's very manageable. Our defense seems to be pretty much holding up too, so that's pretty good. So between the regeneration potions, better stats and all that. Where is that now? Only boosted by 3, 5. Realistically, we have enough potions that we could probably just drink all the potions every time we get a level in anything. That was not as good. I think we're missing a whole bunch of attacks there. Generally not what you want. Regeneration. And I believe you can stack regeneration potions. So that's a plus. Yeah, that did not go as well. Got strength level though. Interesting. Yeah, we need a little bit more levels to consistently two-hit the wolves. I had one health left. But when we do hit them, finish them in 2 hits, it's pretty good. 150 damage there, not bad. Alright, we are a little bit low on health this time. I feel like getting attacked by 2 and then missing a whole bunch of attacks did not help us at all. So, gonna try to avoid that. They seem to not have much of a waiting time between when they spawn and when they attack you, so it's something to consider. We're here at the bank. Need. I don't think I ever intend to really use the minor healing potions anywhere else, so might as well just use them for healing here. They don't heal much per sip, but they're still decent healing total. But we've got higher level fish now, so even in that department, they're probably becoming inefficient to even bring. Checking on the regen potion. Let's get like 3 fish. That's probably fine. The regen potion seems to be able to take the brunt of the healing work here. That's probably gonna be okay. And then the higher level we get, the less damage we'll take, more damage we'll do, all that. We still need to kill quite a few wolves. I think we're going for... Oh, we're walking on the water. No, we're not. Alright. We need survival up to like 34, I think. So, probably gonna end up fighting quite a few wolves. So far it looks like it's a flat 7 level buff. Doesn't seem to be affected by your levels or anything. There's defense. That's cancel our defense boost, yep. Awkward. That's fine. 161 damage, my goodness. Come on! He's got 2 health left. Regeneration potion. Don't know exactly what the curve of damage is. So far it seems pretty just random number between the two between min and max. Whatever the minimum and maximum happens to be. And there's a dexterity level. There's a wolf attacking me. We can't hit to save our lives. Ah, we're trying to run away. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing here for a while. Find wolves and all that. Get more wolf hides to make wolf leather. And it's also a bit of profit, so that's good. Well, 18 now. Very nice. I wonder if the potion resetting when you level up is a bug. Feels like maybe. It's not like it's going to happen too many times, and eventually it's not going to be a huge deal since you're not going to be leveling up so fast. And you get a whole bunch of these potions that you can't really make use of as well. Anything else you want to try? Let's try to make some arrows here. Oh, the different varieties. Okay. So 7 and 10. And then it goes down to 15. So making the arrows is a net loss from just having them. These are 27. Becomes 28. So steel's actually a profit. 7, 5, that's 12. This is worth 10. So you lose money making bronze and no, it's copper and iron arrows. I guess if you count the feather, it's still a loss. Well, steel, it's not a big loss or anything though, so only like 2. Probably still worth it for the experience anyways. Iron and steel arrows. Yeah, apparently steel arrows aren't that much better than iron. But double the price, basically. So, questionably useful. They probably will just end up making all these arrows. So, let's take out all the different bits here. Starting with the copper. I'm probably going to... I think I'm going to end up training ranged on chickens to get more feathers. Just seems like the smart thing to do. Definitely good survival XP. Absolutely ridiculous survival XP, actually. Then if we store the rest of the feathers, we can more quickly make the copper arrowheads. I wonder if there's a maximum number of inputs you can do. Seems to be working out pretty well so far. Don't know if there's any like tick system or anything in here. It's got time for attacks, but that's not necessarily the same thing. So, 850 copper arrows. Guess we end up just gonna need more arrowheads for that. So there's things we can do here. And make more arrows. A lot more arrows. Just so many more arrows we can make. All this together, that's probably massive amount of survival levels. So that's good. Take our 1 logs out of here. Let's see the highest level. So there's level 60 potions, level 50 fishing and cooking the fish. And over here at the workbench, 65 for a cherry longbow. Also need to figure out what the difference between a short bow and a longbow is. I haven't seen them Didn't see anything that said it gave more experience or anything. Or damage or speed. But they exist, so probably have some difference. Maybe it's just that the longbow has longer range. I don't know. Worth exploring, I suppose. But if we're going to be fighting chickens with it mostly, we don't really need to worry about that. We got our oak short bow. That should be good. As far as mining and all that's concerned, really don't need to do much more of that for the time being. I mean, we could do it just for leveling up and making more arrowheads, I guess, but I don't know if it's the most profitable thing to do. What we really need it is to cobalt sword. So it's 25,000 for an ore. That's multiple ores to make the ingot, multiple ingots to make a sword. I think it's 200,000, but let's go check. That's gonna take a while. Over here. So it's 50,000 per ingot. And then 5 ingots? Oof. That's 250,000. That's a lot. 5 ingots, 10 ores, 250k. Wow. Yeah, we have 5,000. So, yeah. Nowhere close to making a cobalt sword. We might have to do some player-to-player trading. See if anybody wants a whole bunch of something. If somebody's like buying apples, I think, so. We will worry about that later. The steel greatsword's pretty good on its own. And a sword that costs 250,000 to make right now would have to be really good. Or we can just say that as an end game kind of thing. So I'm going to do more stuff. Kill some wolves. Probably kill some chickens. Kill some trees. See a boar fly past my face. Standard stuff. And we continue on. Next time. Goodbye.